This summary distills the highlights of the chapter into a narrative suitable for a 5-minute speech. It covers the migration, the agricultural foundation, and the rise and fall of the great empires. 5-minute summary: the ancient civilizations of the Red Nation. 1. The origin: crossing Beringia. The story of the Red Nation begins approximately 18,000 years ago during the last ice age. As sea levels dropped, a land bridge known as Beringia emerged, connecting Eurasia to North America. Nomadic tribes of Mongoloid descent crossed this corridor, eventually fanning out across the entire continent. While the Clovis first theory once dated this to 13,000 years ago, discoveries like the Meadowcroft rock shelter have pushed that timeline back significantly. Most provocatively, some scholars, like Professor Sun Seong Tae, suggest even later migrations from the Korean peninsula, proposing a cultural link between the ancient Makai people and the foundations of the Aztec Empire. 2. The agricultural foundation, the Three Sisters. Civilization in North America was built on the Three Sisters: maize, squash, and beans. This triad was a marvel of indigenous agricultural wisdom, providing a perfect balance of soil health and human nutrition. Maize, corn, was the undisputed sovereign of this system. From the Tawakan Valley, it radiated across the continent, providing the economic bedrock for sprawling empires and eventually becoming the world's most produced cereal. 3. The Masters of Time, Olmec and Maya. The Olmec, known as the Mother Culture, they flourished along the Gulf of Mexico starting around 1500 BC. They pioneered the first writing systems, calendars, and trade networks in the region. The Maya, reaching their peak around the 5th century AD, the Maya were world-class astronomers and mathematicians. They understood the Earth was spherical, predicted eclipses with startling accuracy, and were among the first to utilize the concept of zero. Their architectural legacy remains today in the towering stone pyramids of Tikal and Chichen Itza. 4. The Great Empires, Teotihuacan and the Aztecs. Central Mexico saw the rise of Teotihuacan, a meticulously planned metropolis of 150,000 people, once the largest city in the world. Its pyramids of the sun and moon later awestruck the Toltecs and the Aztecs. The Aztecs, or Mexica, founded their capital, Tenochtitlan, in 1325. They were a sophisticated society of warriors and scholars who consolidated power into a massive triple alliance. However, their empire, famous for its grand rituals and advanced city planning, came to an abrupt end in 1520 following the arrival of Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés. 5. The Builders of the North, Anasazi and Mound Builders. In the North American Southwest, the Anasazi, the Ancient Ones, built incredible cliff dwellings and urban complexes like Pueblo Bonito. They engineered a 100-kilometer road network before environmental collapse forced them to migrate in the 12th century. Simultaneously, in the east, the mound builders created massive earthworks. The city of Cahokia featured Monk's Mound, a structure with a base larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza. These cultures eventually gave rise to the 5 civilized tribes, including the Cherokee. Conclusion: as Kevin Costner noted in 500 Nations, these were not primitive tribes but hundreds of distinct nations with sophisticated metropolitan centers and over 300 languages. By looking at the ruins of Mesa Verde or the pyramids of the Maya, we see a history of original masters who deserve recognition for their profound contributions to human civilization.